Hey, this is Justin with GoVacuum.com here today with a quick rundown on the SEBO Felix. This is a off-white color SEBO Felix, very cool. Off-color gray here, looks extremely just sleek. This is a German-built vacuum cleaner that's in an upright, but it's also a canister, it's a transformer. Now this is excellent for pet hair to the point where we actually came out with a Go Vacuum Pet Edition, and you can check out that video by clicking here. Should you have long-haired cats or dogs, any type of fur problems, that's the one that you need to choose. But this one is great for your home if you have pets with a shorter hair and you don't need all the attachments with the extra cost. So this machine, it works really well, and as we said, it is a transformer. It goes from doing your carpeting to your floors, and then you can even pop off this nozzle right here and pop on this, and this is an additional thing called a SEBO Disco. This is an actual scrubbing nozzle to use on your hardwood floor, and there's this is the standard brush, and then there's pads that actually fit on, 3 different color pads for the stripping, for the polishing, and for the buffing of your tile, your hardwood floor, and everything like that. There's no other product out there on the market that does something like this. SEBO is very innovative with their technology and everything, and that is why they won on their new canister just came out, the IF Product Design Award for 2011. It is early 2012 right now. A lot of innovations on their canister as well as the SEBO Felix. Now this machine came out a few years ago, but the technology is still here, and the technology that is on the power brush is the same technology on the power brush of their new canister. So if you like an upright and you want a really good German upright that turns into a canister, this is the way to go. So let's check it out. Cord hook on the bottom here. Big cord hook, we twist here, cord pops right off. And what we'll do is plug this in here, and I'm going to recline this by pushing on the orange pedal back here, just like that. And that's going to allow me to go ahead and swivel the neck of the body of the vacuum cleaner just by turning here. Now I have 3 piles here. The first pile is rice. Rice for testing purposes on carpeting is very good because it knocks around. But I want you to notice how before we get to clean the rice, it bounces. And the reason for that is because of the power brush. Now this power nozzle is the same one that comes on the canister, as I said. It's really good, and it's unique. The first thing you can do is turn the power brush on and off by pushing here with your foot or your hand to go from bare floor to carpeting. The other thing that you have is 4 carpet adjustments for the height. And the other thing we have is a smart serpentine style belt, which is a track drive belt system to give you a consistent RPM in the roller brush. Nice stiff bristles here on the roller, and then it's also a chevron roller where all the dirt angles into the cleaning area here, and the same from the side here, it angles to clean into here. Really good edge cleaner. Now the chevron style roller, the 4 carpet adjustments, and the smart serpentine style belt are all 3 fundamentals that I believe you need to clean carpeting effectively. I've been doing this for 15 years, and this is my personal belief that the 3 fundamentals are the height adjustment, the smart track style belt, and the chevron roller. If you've not watched my video on why it's crucial to have those 3 things, go ahead and click here to watch that right now, and then come back and you'll understand why this is such a great power head to clean the carpeting. And hopefully you took the time to watch that video, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the vacuum cleaner. To do that, in the handle here we have a switch, and it's not just an on-off switch, it's also a potentiometer speed control, so you can lower and raise the suction coming from the vacuum cleaner right from here. Okay, so I'm at 4 on the height adjustment. Now if I'm adjusted too high, what will happen is this light is a warning light, and what this is telling me is, hey, I'm spinning too fast, the roller brush is saying to the sensor in here. And what we do is we lower the carpet adjustment. Now I know this carpet is set for about a 2, and that way the amber light won't come on. Now it's the same thing, if you were spinning too lowly to the carpet and it's not spinning fast enough, then this light will come on as well. So I know this is for 2, so we're good to go. On off switch is there, so we know we're on for carpeting. Now to turn on the actual vacuum cleaner, up here in the handle we have the on off switch as well as the speed control potentiometer. We just turn it on here. That activates the power brush, activates the main unit. Ready to go vacuum. Alright, Mr. Cameraman, I'm going to pick up all this rice here, and I'm going to back up some. You can see with one swoop right over, it picks up everything in a quick swoop. Now you come back here a little bit more. Now I have the synthetic hair here. If you're a pet owner, like I said, this thing cleans really well for pets. It does a great job. There we go. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to raise this up. If you look here real quick at the height adjustment, you'll see that I'm going to raise this up to about a 3. And the reason for that is I have a lot of bolts and everything like this. So what I want to do is make sure that the height is high enough to where it's not going to push that out of the way. So I'm actually raised up to a 4 because, as you can see, the SEBO is built really, really well, made in Germany, but it's also not a temperamental vacuum. It's built like a workhorse, so I can pick up screws, bolts, and everything like that. That's part and thanks to the bypass motor system, where all the dirt goes in through the hose and directly into the top of the bag, doesn't hit a fan in the motor or anything like that. You will not damage this motor because you pick up something on the carpet that it could potentially damage your standard conventional vacuum cleaner with an induction system, even such as the commercial sanitary or something like that. This is the bypass motor system. So let's check this out. Turn this on here. Well, it's all that matters. Everything is right into it. That's the hose, it's the top of that. So that's how that works for the carpeting. Now if I go into the bare floor, the easiest thing to do, turn it off, push right there, and what that does is that stops the brush roll from spinning. So now I can go right onto the bare floor. As you see that pile of dirt right there, and just pick that right up, no problem. Good to go vacuum. Let's see here if I got some. Plenty of rice over here on this thing. Now the thing that I do like about this is this dog leg. Let's say you're behind the furniture or fridge or something, you can push it, and this little dog leg extension really allows you to clean into little corners and crannies. But you can see here all the rice on the bare floor. Squeeze it right in. And we have a full suction across the entire pack. Come back onto the carpeting, and I want to be able to pick up something like that. That picks it up. Now, you saw this turn amber. The reason for that, as I said, if that is too high of a setting, then the roller brush is going to spin too quickly because it's spinning too freely, and that's going to go ahead and turn on the amber light to tell you to, hey, lower it down. Now, the attachments, how does that work? Push right here, this thing pops off. What I can do too is push right here, and now what I'm doing is removing the handle and collapsing it down. So now what I can do is carry this around my home very easily. I can then take my handle right here, pop this off, and now I have a portable canister that works very, very well, and I can just go into the corners and everything as such. This will pop back onto here like that, store right back into place when I'm ready, and I can just pop this back on to the vacuum cleaner, raise this back up, and I'm good to go vacuum. Now this is really, really cool. There's a tool piece that goes on here that holds the crevice tool and the upholstery tool as well. I just didn't install it here for the video, but that then allows you to have the attachments for your hose. The bag itself is really unique as well because it goes, when you go to change it, it pulls right out, but it goes and shuts off, so that way none of the dirt flies out and hits you in the face. It's a cloth HEPA bag, as you can see. It's made out of fabric, built very, very well, and it's going to filter extremely well. The other filter we have, if you look straight down there, Mr. Cameraman, you'll see this one filter is kind of unique at the bottom. Go to lift it up here, and you just change the whole cage. That's the filter and everything. Then what we have is I do want to point out how the motor is at an angle. As you see, it's sitting at an angle, and what that is to do is to help increase the flow of suction. So even if your bag was completely full, you still have good suction thanks to the chambers all around the vacuum cleaner here, along the bottom, underneath the filter, on top of the filter, as well along the sides. So you're getting flow of suction coming from the entire unit. So then I put the bag back down into here and just lock it into place just like so. Set it down, and we're good to go vacuum. So this vacuum cleaner is really, really good. Works extremely well in any home in America. Great for townhouses, homes at about up to 3,000, 4,000 square feet maximum, I would say. That's a lot of carpeting. If you're fully carpeted, that's about the maximum you want to do with this machine, about 4,000 square feet. Now you can even get a floor brush that comes with it, and you pop that onto here, and that will allow you to do bare floor should you have really nice hardwood floor, and tile, slate, things like that. And that does come with this machine as well. I'm just NewegGoVacuum.com, and this is the SEBO Felix.